So we're going to spend a little bit of time walking you through all these steps in your peer editing assignment. So when you open up the peer edit discussion in Schoology, this is what you're going to see. Peer editing is extremely important. Not only are you helping somebody else or a couple of other people in this case learn from their mistakes or think about certain things in a different way. I feel as though through the peer review process, you're able to also improve upon your writing style and what you have in your rough draft, because you're looking at what other people are doing and then also being able to maybe integrate or pull some of that stuff into your own writing. So I'm going to walk you through these steps. It is a little bit, a lot of clicks and things like that. So you can see the very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to grab your rough draft and make sure the link sharing is on and copy and paste it in here in the discussion. All right, so I have my rough draft right here, right? So I'm going to go to the three dots in the upper right hand corner. I'm going to go to share and export down here at the bottom. I can see that the link sharing is on. So I'm just going to then go to copy link. I've got that copied. Okay, so then I can then go back to the discussion, and then it says copy and paste the shareable link to your rough draft to this discussion. So I'm going to go to the discussion tab. I'm going to hit the plus button, and then I'm going to just paste that link there, and then hit the check mark. Okay, so then you can see my rough draft is here, and then my teacher, Mr. Mahadi, has his rough draft here. Okay, I'm going to pretend that Mr. Mahadi is another classmate so that we can continue this process. All right, so if I go back to the info tab, I can see I have to complete 2 peer edits. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the grading rubric. So I'm going to click on that link, and then I'm going to send this to Notability. Okay, so I'm going to send a copy as a PDF over to Notability, because we're going to use this rough draft rubric, or I should say final draft rubric, create new note, as a, let's put this in unfiled. Okay, so now that I have that, I can use it to grade my classmates' work. Okay, I'm going to have to do this twice, right? Because I have to do 2 of these peer edits. The next step then is to find a classmate's rough draft and open it. So I go over to the discussion tab. Okay, I see my classmate has posted there, so I'm going to open this thing up, right? But the goal here is to be able to write and mark up and add things to this. So I'm going to take this example and I'm going to share and export that I want to send a copy. So I'm going to send this over to Notability as well. Okay. This way I should be able to create a note, unfiled. I should be able to mark this thing up. All right. So that's been done. Good. Okay. I'm going to go back to the info so that we can kind of see what we need to do here. So I've done step number 3. I've sent that over to Notability. I'm going to read through this then. Okay. As I'm reading through, I'm going to mark the text like we've been doing or we've done in the past. You're going to highlight definitions. So choose a color and highlight the definitions. You're going to underline key ideas and then put question marks where you either have questions or where things just don't make sense. Okay. The other thing that you're going to do while you're reading is write in any comments. And these comments could be things like great idea, or you could mark in spelling or grammatical mistakes. Okay, so I'm going to jump over to Notability and show you how some of that is going to work here. Okay, so here is my classmates' rough draft, right? So I'm going to go through, I'm going to read it, right? And if I see anything that is important, or big ideas, I'm going to underline those things. Anything that is a definition, I'm going to highlight that stuff. Okay, and it's extremely important that we all follow the same format here. Okay, we highlight definitions. Okay, so we highlight the definitions. Okay, and we underline the key ideas. All right. That way, when you get yours back from two other people, you're not trying to decipher how they did things. Okay, other things that we can take a look at would be, marking up the text. Okay, so we could say something about this particular paragraph, like maybe need more supporting facts. Okay, when it comes to the question marks, let's say you're looking at this paragraph right here, and you put a question mark here, right? It's going to be really important that you have some sort of comment. Otherwise, it's very difficult for the person who is getting this back to understand, why is that question mark there? Okay, so that's the process. I went through it very quickly. It is extremely important that you are maybe a little bit on the brutal side when it comes to pure editing. I think over editing in this case is good. When you get yours back, you can kind of think through, well, is this a change that I want to make, or maybe were they being a little hypercritical? But I think the more that you can put in here, put yourself into teacher mode as far as thinking through the process. Okay, so you are going to work through their whole entire document, right? Underlining, highlighting, question mark, putting in those comments. Like I said, the more comments you can put in here, the better. Okay. The other thing that you're going to need to do here then is make sure you grade their rough draft. Okay, so it's as simple as taking a look at these key ideas and details. Maybe you feel as though they were in the proficient category. You could put a star in there. You could put a check mark. You could circle it, whatever the case is. Okay, and you're going to do that for key ideas and details, and then the spelling, grammar, and punctuation. For me, you don't need to do anything for the variety of resource formats. Okay, what is extremely important is that we put comments down here underneath, okay, explaining the why you gave them the grade that you did. Okay, that way it's very clear to the person that you're helping out, so that they know what they need to fix. Okay, so from here then, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to export these and post them as a reply to your classmate. All right. So what you'll do here is you'll send this thing out to Google Drive. Okay. Make sure you put it in a spot where you can find it. Okay. Let's just throw this into honors. Okay. And we'll export it there. Okay, we'll send that as a PDF to Google Drive. Okay. You will also do the exact same thing with your research, your rough draft that you edited. Okay, so you'd send it to the same place. Okay, send to Google Drive, right? Okay. So then if we go back to Schoology, when you're all done with this, it says down here, okay, we've added comments, we've graded, and we've given reasoning for each category. We've sent both of those to Google Drive. What we need to do now is reply with the shareable links to both of those. Okay, so I'm going to go to the discussion. I am replying to Mr. Mahadi, right? So I'm going to hit reply, and I need to, well, first go grab the shareable links, right? So I would need to go into Google Drive. Hopefully I can find this quickly for you. Okay. So honors. This way, your classmates can just click on the so I'd go here, hit the three dots in the bottom right hand corner. You can see that link sharing is off, so I need to turn the link sharing on. I hit those three dots, I hit copy link, right? And then from there I go back here, I paste it, hit the return button a couple of times, do the same thing with the other file, hit the check mark, and then Mr. Mahadi, he can come back and take a look at what I've done for him. Okay, and you're going to repeat that process for another person, okay, so that they have that feedback from you, and you'll get the same in return. Okay, so that's the process. Follow those directions. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know.